Hi, my name is Hannah Rose, and I am currently a group fitness coach at Lifetime. That is where I met Shemaine. I started teaching group fitness classes, and I started teaching mat Pilates, but I actually had never taken a reformer's Pilates class. So Shemaine invites me to my first reformer Pilates class, and I was pleasantly surprised. It was intense, and that's what I love about Shemaine is like he has a nice fluidity to his Pilates sessions, but there's also this nice athleticism and intensity, which is definitely my vibe. So he's able to kind of combine the two. And now I'm officially a big fan of reformer Pilates.
So, welcome to Monad Pilates Studio. I'm here with Rose. Right now, we're gonna start a little reformer session. We're gonna start with what I always start with, and that's breathing. That's the quintessential part to a Pilates. You must have blood flow. In order to have blood flow, one must breathe. All right, so you're gonna go ahead and lay down for me here. There we go. So if you notice at the shoulder, right, it just kind of lets the shoulder sit a little bit more naturally, right? So that's why I like the palms up. Take a few deep breaths, breathe deep into your rib cage. Think more like your diaphragm and let that rib cage expand, and then exhale and let it close. I want you to travel down your spine into your tailbone and make your tailbone nice and heavy into the mat. I want you to push everything down into here. Good, now you're gonna feel what I mean by making your tailbone heavy. I'm using the towel to lift their hips a little bit, to put a little bit more pressure on the tailbone. That might give you what we call a little like mouse hole, where your back just comes off the mat just a little bit, but that's okay. That means that you're in your natural curvature of your spine, and that's fine when you're laying down in the supine position. Put your toes into my palm, right? And put the pressure into your heel. There we go. Now, from here, I want you to inhale and lengthen out. And now I want you to exhale and come in. There we go. So inhale. So in this, what I'm doing is I'm reinforcing, keep going. I'm reinforcing the breathing pattern with the movement pattern, right? And what's happening is as she inhales, that rib cage expands, gets nice and heavy. It restricts her from forcing her shoulders into the shoulder blocks. And then when she comes back in, as she exhales, it naturally deepens the belly button and roots the hips back down to the mat, so she's not lifting her tailbone to come back in. And this is a great way to start, especially when you're starting your basic footwork, to get your clients into the momentum and into the breathing patterns that you need them to be into. And it's just an easier way to start this way from the beginning. All right, so you're gonna go ahead and lay down for me. What I'm gonna do here is the roll up, all right? I want you to anchor your heels into the ground, flex your feet towards you. Good, both arms straight up. I want you to tuck your chin to your chest and roll up. Good, and come back down. All right, so now we see here we used a little bit of momentum because I told her to put her arms up, and then she used her arms to come up with momentum. Now we're gonna work on a little bit more control, okay? So now I want your arms straight up, fingertips toward the ceiling right here. Tuck your chin to your chest, peel your back off the mat. There we go, nice C curve right here, and then we come back down, chin is still tucked, and we roll it back to the original position. Hey, leave a like if you're trying to work on more control. And our next exercise is the shoulder bridge. Go ahead and hit your position here. Good. So as we're in the shoulder bridge, you can tell our hips are up. So now we're gonna correct your form. I want you to go ahead and drop your hips for me. Bring your hips level with your shoulders. Good. Bring this part of your back down. Good. And lift this here. So now we're all on the same line here. Perfect. And that is how you fix your plank. Now, drop down to your elbows. Let's take this one step further. So this, a lot of times, is what you'll see. You'll see that it'll be high here, and it'll be high here as well. So the first thing you want to do is drop the hips to get them level, and then adjust your back. Now, sometimes that causes you to lift your chest a little bit, and you notice if you lift your chest the other way, without getting too much into the rib cage, that gets you right and adjusted right in the right spot. So we're gonna demonstrate how to do a double leg portion, maybe some common mistakes, but also some common cues and stuff that you can use to help further your Pilates practice at home. Put your legs in tabletop, hands on your shins. Good, tuck your chin to your chest. Good. Now from here, we're gonna lengthen out. So go ahead and lengthen out. Arms go back, legs come here. Good. Now I want you to get a little deeper into your core right here. Good. And you felt that little lift come, right? We're having a little shake, and that's good. That's just the central nervous system letting the body know we're doing some work right now and some muscles we haven't used in a minute. Come on back in. She's a good sport, hanging in there. So right there is where you see the poise and control within the movement. Also too, there's a little shaking. Shaking is gonna happen in Pilates, and it's gonna happen a lot sometimes. It's just because you're using muscles that you haven't really used and you're trying to really tap in. So it's your central nervous system that's really triggering and firing your muscles, and your muscles just aren't used to getting that much stimulus. And that's what happens, you get the shakes. Next, we are gonna work on bridging. Now, a lot of people say us in Pilates, we don't work on the glutes enough or hamstrings enough. I say you're crazy. I don't know where you're taking Pilates at, but my type of Pilates, we work them things. Knees together, feet together. Lift, you're gonna peel your back off the mat, use your shoulder blades as your kickstand.
Heels on the bar.
Heels on the bar. So we wanna get the hips nice and flush, right? And knee and hip on the same line. That's pretty good. Now, when you come back down, upper back, middle back, lower back, tailbone. Now, the reason why I'm so specific on the way that you come back down is because as you come back down that way, you get to lengthen the spine. So you felt your spine almost stretch, right? So it's doing the opposite. You're coming into flexion and then you're coming into extension, right? And the extension makes everything nice and long. Flexion makes everything nice and tight. So you want to go from that tight state to that nice elongated state so those muscles don't get tight and bunched up. So when you really want to get the glutes involved, and you're going to see the difference right now, squeeze those knees together, squeeze those feet together. Now come on up. Yeah. So now you can tell right away, you can see the gluteal folds, everything is automatically engaging, and look how much better her hips are right here. And you can see that they're nice and flush as well. Come back down, upper back, middle back, lower back, and tailbone. And you can see the articulation through her spine on the way back down. And that's how you get the full engagement, and that's how you work your glutes and hamstrings on a reformer. Now, don't just think it stops here, because there are about 4 different foot positions that we can go to. I'm just gonna touch upon a few of them right now so that you can understand the difference of what's happening. So, we started with heels on. Heels on is gonna connect you all the way back to the glutes, right? Now, if we go toes on, good, lift your heels and come on up. So now, toes on, she feels her hamstring right here underneath the glute. Am I correct in that? Yeah, we heard it. So, toes on in the middle, you're gonna feel that underneath your glute and that hamstring that kind of supports that right there. Now, if we take this out to the corners, out here, go ahead and come up for me. Now you're working the outer sweep of the hamstring and the outer sweep of the glute, and you can feel that, correct?
Yes.
Come on back down. From here, there's also toes on the corner. So it's gonna be a little bit more into the hamstring than it is the glute, but you're gonna feel it just the same. Come on up and back down. And you can also tell by how your clients lift and where they lift, kind of where they're recruiting from, and you can correct them through the course of that. Please go on your hands, and this lifts up. We're gonna start with the core. When I say tabletop, knees right over the hips, right? And right here at a 90-degree angle, knee to ankle as well, pointing the toes so there's no tension in the lower body. With the arms, they start with the fingertips at the ceiling, shoulders are down to the mat, and then pulled down to your hips as well. As you bring your palms down to the mat, bring your arms back up. I know you felt your core right there. Now, that's what we call an arm reach in Pilates. So before you even get the core, sometimes what we do is what we call supine arms. And this is one of those positions. Bring your palms back down to the mat. And now you see how she's getting longer, shoulders down, chest is up, back is flat, palms are down, fingertips reaching toward the foot bar. Very good positioning here. You don't have to necessarily lift in order to get the core activation. This I would do if someone had like a neck injury or a shoulder injury or some kind of injury into the cervical spine, but you still wanted to do the core and you still needed to get the arms, this is a great alternative for that. This could also turn into tricep extensions. And now you just do a press down, press your palms down to the mat, and that's your tricep work right here.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I saw Jurassic Park last night, speaking of.
The
new one.
Oh, the new
Rebirth.
one. Oh,
Yes.
that's cool. From here, now, we're gonna go to core specifically right now. So bring your arms straight back up, and now bring your palms down to the mat, bring your chin to the chest, shoulder blades off the mat. Good, now, a lot of people have neck issues, especially when they come here, right? It's because they lead with their chin, right? So when your chin is up and you can see you're starting to strain in the neck area right here, it's just those neck muscles are firing, super uncomfortable. Bring the arms back up, bring your head back down. As you bring your palms down to the mat, I want you to drop your chin down to your chest, chest to sternum. There we go. And now when you do that, you see the head position, there's no strain in the neck. You can even breathe easier here, correct? Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the position that you need to be in, and come on back up. Good. And so to make that correction, again, the cue is drop your chin to your chest to your sternum. Boom. Come on up. Let's see how we feel.
Oh, I feel great. I always feel so much like taller after I take a performer's
right?
class. Like
Awesome.
I feel lengthened. I feel, loosey-goosey in a great way.
In the greatest of ways.